Good evening to everyone once again. So, dear meditators, today is 27th Friday of August 2021. Today too, we are going to spend a valuable time developing our insight, developing our spirituality, developing our wisdom. So, as usual, before we start, to welcome everyone who joined with us for the program. Everyone together, please say 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu.
Very nice. That is a practice of sharing compassion. So when we say sadhu at the beginning, as I mentioned earlier too, in early times too, that means we welcome. We initiate the program. Then at the middle or at the end, if we do that, that means we appreciate. It is a way of saying thank you. It's a way of showing our gratitude. So that's why we practice that, or decades, that centuries long tradition. So today, let me begin with a story. So, dear Dhamma friends, once so there was a curious son of a she camel. She went that camel's son went to the camel and wanted to ask some questions. So she said, when she permitted her son, he started asking questions. The first question he asked, why do we have a hump? Then the mother said, dear son, we have a hump on our neck to store water, because in the desert we need water. So that's why we have a hump. Then the camel's son was curious again. He presented his second question. He asked, then mom, why do we have a longer leg with a rounded feet? Then mother said, son, in the desert, we have to walk safely, and to walk better, we have gained naturally 4 legs which are longer with rounded feet. That's why we walk faster and better than all kinds of other animals. Then the camel's son asked the third question. Why do we have long eyelashes? Long eyelashes, and they are longer than the length that we needed, longer than the needed length. Then mother said, in the desert, we have wings, we have the sand. So to protect our eyes from the wind, from the sandy wind, we have these eyelashes. Then there was another question that that camel's son asked, and the mother had no any clue. He asked, for yes, we have the hump, and it is for the use of the desert. And we have the long feet, long legs, and it is also useful for the desert. And at the same time, we have long eyelashes, that is also useful for the desert. And what we are doing in the soup, what we are doing inside the soup. So, just like that, yes, we practice breathing meditation and develop concentration. Yes, we practice Vipassana and we develop insight. We understand the nature about the things. We penetrate with penetrating wisdom. We realize the reality about the things as they really are. But it is very important not just to store it inside you and not to apply in your day-to-day life. That's wrong. Then you will be just like a shepherd who is taking care of a cattle that doesn't belong to him. So you should be a shepherd who has your own cattle. That means you should use the wisdom, the understanding that you gain through these meditation techniques by practicing this breathing meditation, the concentration that you gain, that you develop. You have to use it in your day-to-day life. And the understanding, the wisdom that you develop about the impermanence, about the changing, this constantly changing phenomenon. So, and the understanding about no self, and the understanding about the negativities, the concept. You develop the concepts to come out of violence, to come out of anger, and so you develop the concept to stay always with compassion and peace. So you need to apply. You need to practically apply all those understandings in your day-to-day life. So, don't be a camel who is inside the soup, who is applying whatever the understandings that you develop, whatever the concentration that you develop in your day-to-day life. That's how you can develop more in the practice, and that's how you can benefit in the practice. So ardently, please practice, and at the same time, whatever the understandings and the concentration that you develop, apply it in your day-to-day life. With that thought, we are going to start today's program. So, for the new meditators who are joining, I would like to kindly mention, please, if you haven't practiced Vipassana earlier, please don't go to practice Vipassana. Instead, please practice breathing meditation. Sit comfortably and start observing your own breath. Your entire attention to your breath. When the breath is coming in, be completely aware. Don't go all the way with the breath inside. Just end your observing at the end of your nostrils. There is an area, there is a point where the breath goes and hits before it goes inside. So observe that area, and then be aware that the breath is coming in. When it is going out, it will hit the very area before it leaves. So observe and be aware that now I am breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. If the breath is long, be completely aware. If the breath is short, be completely aware. And if the breath is gross, be aware. If the breath is soft, be aware. And don't try to regulate the breath. Don't try to change the breath. Let it come as it comes. Let it go as it goes. Let it flow naturally. Your job is just to observe. Just to observe the nature of the breath as it is. That's it. Then Vipassana, dear Vipassana meditators, the old students, please start observing the sensations. Today, last week I told you to observe the sensations on your right leg. This week, please start observing the sensations that pop up on your left leg too. So you will start from the top of your head, and then part by part, pitch by pitch. So observe each and every section. And so in each and every area that you feel the sensations, let it be any sensation. Let it be coldness, let it be heat, let it be numbness, let it be twinkling sensation, let it be itching sensation, or let it be hardness, let it be softness, or let it be any sensation. Whatever the sensation it is, be aware that each and every sensation that you experience, that is impermanent, or continuously changing. Moment to moment it is changing. At the same time, the sensations from its outer appearance, they change too. A hardness can become a softness. A cold sensation may change into a hot sensation, heat. So keep on observing with the understanding this sensation is also impermanent, changing, changing, changing. Don't favor any sensation, because all the sensations have the same characteristics, impermanence. There is no sensation in this whole universe, which will never last. No use of developing craving, no use of developing aversion. Each and every sensation teaches you to develop peace, to develop neutrality, to develop the balance of mind. Make use of each and every sensation and practice ardently for your own betterment, for your own eternal peace, for your own eternal happiness. Work hard for yourself. Now, everyone, please keep your back straight, neck straight, head straight. Please keep your right palm on your left palm. And now please close your eyes, not very tightly, not very loosely, to the extent that you can cover the sight from the sight of light. Now everyone, please relax. Please relax. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. With a very calm mind, with a very quiet mind, alert and attentive mind, please start your practice of meditation. New meditators, please start practicing breathing meditation, or students, please start practicing Vipassana meditation. May your meditation be very, very successful. Very, very successful. Please start the meditation now. Now, everyone, please don't open your eyes. But the new meditators, they can, if you feel uncomfortable, if your legs are paining, you can relax the legs, but keep the eyes closed. It will help you to maintain your concentration further. Now we are going to practice loving kindness meditation in brief. In brief. First of all, we share our loving kindness with ourselves. You, then with your parents, with your relatives and friends, and then with your enemies, and with all the beings. Finally, relax yourself. Now spread your loving kindness towards yourself. Well wish for yourself. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. Very peaceful. May I come out of anger, hatred, jealousy, ill will, and all the negativities. May I attain and enjoy real peace, real happiness, real happiness. Just like me, may my mother, may my father, may my relatives and my friends be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they also come out of anger, hatred, jealousy, ill will, and all the negativities. May they also attain and enjoy real peace and real happiness. Real peace and real happiness. Just like me, I share my loving kindness with my enemies, with the people who hurt me, with the people that I have a grudge. Wholeheartedly, I forgive for their mistakes. At the same time, I ask forgiveness for my mistakes, my wrongdoings. May my enemies also be well. May my enemies also be happy. May my enemies also be peaceful. May my enemies also come out of anger, hatred, jealousy, ill will, and all the negativities. May they also attain and enjoy real peace, real happiness, real happiness. I share my loving kindness with all the beings. Let them be beautiful, let them be ugly. Let them be clever, let them be not clever. Let them be powerful, let them be weak. Without any difference, without any discrimination, with all the beings, I share my loving kindness. Let them be visible or invisible. I share with all the beings my loving kindness. May all the beings in this whole universe, all beings, be well, be happy, be peaceful. May all of them come out of anger, hatred, jealousy, ill will, and all the negativities. May all beings attain and enjoy real peace, real happiness, real peace, real happiness. Now everyone, very calmly, very peacefully, please slowly, please open your eyes. Open your eyes. Now everyone, please relax yourself. Relax. Now please unmute. Everyone together to share peace with everyone among all of us. Please say 3 times together. Sadhu,
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 sadhu.
sadhu.
Dear meditators, after today, month of August of 2021 is going to be over. This is how the time is. It's passing swiftly. We have big ignorance that we think we have time. It doesn't matter how far it seems to be. Time is time. It's continuously changing. So, as wise people, wise meditator, all of you must determine to make use of each and every moment that you can develop in life, that you can invest in this spiritual practice and develop in life. So please keep that determination too. So before I start to introduce you to right mindfulness, to teach you about right mindfulness, let me share once again a story. Telling stories weekly, I am addicted to tell stories now. So another story. This story was told to me by one of my Vipassana teacher, Goenkaji. So according to this story, long time ago in India, there was one well-to-do family. In this family, mother passed away long time ago, and the father also passed away, leaving the heritage for his both sons. When the father passed away, he divided everything evenly for both his sons, but the elder son was greedy. So he was looking for something else that father couldn't give them. Finally, after a thorough search, he found a small box which was hidden and placed under the bed that father slept. Inside this box, so when he was trying to open the box, his younger brother was okay. So now what to do? Younger brother also good to know about the box. So both of them together, they opened the box. Inside there was two rings. One ring was a diamond ring. The other ring was a silver ring. The elder brother was greedy for the diamond ring. He said, younger brother, I think this diamond ring is one of our generational heritage. I am the head of the home now, since I am the eldest. So I will keep the diamond ring. So the silver ring will be with you. I can give it to you. Younger brother was a peaceful person, not so much not greedy. So he said, yes, elder brother, you can keep the diamond ring with you, and I will keep the silver ring with me. So this elder brother, he got the ownership of diamond ring, and he wore that diamond ring on his middle finger. Every day he was looking at it, and he was developing his greed. He thought, oh, my beautiful diamond ring, my diamond ring, the diamond ring that I own. Even by that way, he was developing a lot of greed, a lot of greed. So he didn't understand how it affected him intentionally. This is how it affected him. They were farmers. For the farmers, there are two seasons. One season is summer season, so where there is a lot of harvest, and winter season. During the winter season, hardly there was harvest. So during the summer season, he was so happy. He sold his harvest and with the money that he got. He was partying he was partying, and he was dancing and drinking, and he was doing all these things. So he was overflowing with emotions. And then during the winter time, he hardly had the harvest. He hardly had money because he overspent everything. So with a very sad mood, with lending money, with a lot of stress, he lived that time. He spent that time. After a while, due to this constant changing of emotion, it affected his body, and he had high blood pressure. He got diabetics, and finally he had a stroke, and he was bedridden. So he was bedridden, and he was suffering for a long time, and finally he passed away miserably. Yet the younger brother, he took the silver ring with him, and then he looked at the silver ring, and he remembered that though they had a diamond ring at his home, always his father, who was a very calm person, very peaceful person, only wore the silver ring. So the younger brother was curious that what is the speciality of the silver ring. When he was checking the silver ring, he found a sentence which was carved into that ring. In Hindi, it goes as "Ye to machal jata hai." This also changes. This will also change. So he decided to wear the ring. He thought this is the secret of his father. Summer season came. He had a lot of harvest. He sold it. He also partied, but not excessively. He saved. He saved half of his money for the winter season, because when he looked at his silver ring, he remembered this time will also change, and the winter time will come. So I have to prepare. Winter time came. Yes, he had a low harvest, but still he managed it. At the same time, he had the support of his saved money. He used it, and he was using that money, and even though he felt sad about the winter time and winter harvest, still he looked at his silver ring and remembered himself, this will also change. Seasons came and went. Finally, even he didn't want to look at the silver ring. He always remembered, this will also change. And he started applying the very theory to each and every happening in his life. He was a very peaceful person, always a very contented person, always a very happy person. He had a deep happiness throughout his life. He lived a long life with good health and happiness, and passed away peacefully. Dear Dhamma friends, we also need to have this understanding, as I mentioned at the beginning. You have to have a mindfulness about all the phenomena that are happening around you. According to Buddha, there are 4 things that we need to practice mindfulness on. Yes, now in United States too, not only in the United States, all over the world, mindfulness meditation is very famous. I heard that it's now a business of $1 billion, multi-billion dollars. And now at the same time I heard that some people have started shooting mindfulness practices too. This is actually now, since it has become, it is going to lose its purity, and now we can see that this mindfulness meditation is going in a wrong direction. The Buddha, who taught the mindfulness meditation to the world, did not expect this. So always we need to understand then what is actually right mindfulness. What is really Buddha meant by mindfulness meditation? Dear Dhamma friends, this mindfulness meditation is always a meditation technique which causes no harm. It is based on non-violence. It is about controlling yourself, taming your negative emotions. So shooting is totally opposite. So shooting down and so hunting the animals, and it doesn't serve this very purpose. So that's why that practice of mindfulness is wrong, totally wrong. So that is wrong mindfulness. So according to Buddha, there are 4 kinds of mindfulnesses that we need to develop. Number 1, Kayanupassana. You have to observe, you have to be mindful about your own body. As an example, Iriyapata Pabba in the section of so you have to pay your attention, you have to be mindful about your postures. There are 4 postures that we usually do. We sit, we stand, we walk, we walk and we sleep. So each and every in each and every these postures, we have to be mindful. And at the same time, we have to be mindful about our own body. So then we have to be aware that we are beings who will pass away one day. This is called Marana Sati. We are not eternal. We don't know when, but anytime we will lose this body. We have to take care of it. We have to be affectionate towards it. We have to be compassionate towards this, and at the same time towards the mind too. So we have to be aware that we will lose our body anytime. So you have to take care of it. And at the same time, we have to understand whatever it happens, one day we have to leave this. So Marana Sati. And at the same time, we have to understand each and every moment, this body is changing. The body that you do, that as Vipassana meditators, now this is not a theory for you. Now you have experienced it by yourself. The body that you have in the past had been the past moment. It is not the very body that you have right now. And the body that you have right now, it is not the very body which will be in the next moment. Constantly this body is changing. So you have to be aware about your body. You have to be mindful about your body like that. When you develop this mindfulness, your anger goes away. Your jealousy goes away. Your hatred goes away. Your vanity goes away. Your negativities go away. Instead, you start developing positive emotions towards the others. It is easy to develop loving kindness towards the others, compassion. When the other people become successful, you can develop sympathetic joy. And each and every moment, your mind stays balanced and at peace. That is first mindfulness. that we need to develop. Mindfulness number 2. In Buddha's word, Vedananupassana. Whenever you feel sensations, there are 3 sensations that we feel: comfortable, uncomfortable, neutral. So now, maybe not neutral sensations, but still you feel these 2, comfortable and uncomfortable. Whatever the sensation it is that you experience, you have to understand wisely that each and every sensation is bound to pass away. Due to some incident, you will develop uncomfortable sensation. They are bound to pass away. Because of those uncomfortable sensations, don't let the door open for negativities. Understand they are bound to pass away. Comfortable sensations come. You have to welcome any sensation, and you have to understand this comfortable sensation also bound to pass away. Stay neutral. Stay neutral. And develop the balance of mind. Be aware about your sensations. So, this is the second mindfulness. What is the third mindfulness? In Buddha's word, Chittanupassana. Mindfulness about the thoughts. When your mind is full of lust or craving, you have to be aware now my mind is full of lust, full of craving. So at such times, you have to come out of it. So you have to come out of it. You have to practice the method that needs to come out of it. You can think of the phenomenon of impermanence. At the same time, you can think. You can estimate the person. I taught these techniques earlier too in break. You can estimate the person's age, and you can think this person is just like a father to me, mother to me, just like a grandpa to me, just like an auntie or uncle to me, a son or a daughter to me, or a nephew or niece to me. Like that, you can apply that method, and whenever you apply it, you can come out of it. Then whenever that craving or that lust is gone, you feel and you are mindful that lust or that craving is gone. Now my mind has no lust, or have less lust and less craving. Be mindful. Anger. When your mind is at anger, be aware. I'm angry now. And practice the methods. This is not the time to elaborate the whole thing. I taught the methods in early sessions. So be aware that you are angry. Accept it. And practice the methods to come out of anger. When it is out of anger, be aware that now my anger is gone. So develop loving kindness thoughts and compassionate thoughts after that. Then when your mind is not concentrated, accept my mind is not concentrated now, not one pointed. Work hard. When your mind became one pointed, concentrated, accept. Be mindful. Now my mind is concentrated. When your mind is at vanity, when you have a lot of ego, be aware, now you have a lot of ego. I have a lot of ego. Accept. And practice the methods to come out of ego. Best way is thinking about the impermanence, and then the similarity of among all the beings, equality of among all the beings, and let it go. When your ego is gone, be aware that your ego is gone, and be mindful. Like that, whatever the emotions that comes out, be aware, be mindful with it, be mindful about that emotion, that thought, and then estimate it. And if they are negative emotions, see them as a fire. a, a slight bit of fire. So a trace of fire, and try to remove. Because later on, if you are not mindful, unintentionally you will fuel it, and there'll be a huge fire, and you are the victim at the end. So come out of it. So be aware about your thoughts. Be mindful about your thoughts. They are also not eternal, bound to pass. Number 4, Dhammanupassana. Dhamma means 5 hindrances, 5 enemies of meditation, 5 enemies of life. I taught these during the month of, I think, during the February and March month. I taught you about these 5 enemies specifically and taught you how to come out of them. So, in brief, what are they? Kamachan. So, addiction to sensual pleasure, first enemy. Then, Vyapada, aversion. Aversion has many phases. So, not only anger is aversion, jealousy is also aversion, disgusting feeling is also aversion, discriminating feeling is also aversion, and the nuisance feeling towards anybody is also aversion. So this is also an enemy. And when it is there, be aware, be mindful, and practice the methods to come out of it. And then third enemy. Third enemy is laziness. You always will think, oh, I have more time. I can do it tomorrow. I can do it day after tomorrow. I can do it after a week. I have more time. Or sometimes you might think, oh, I have eaten a lot. My stomach is full. Sometimes you are hungry. So you think, oh, I am hungry. I can't do anything right now. If it is cold, you think, oh, it is cold. I can't do anything right now. If it is hot, you think, oh, I can do it later. Right now, I can't do it because it's hot outside. So like that, we always find out reasons, and we let our precious time go. If it is not dangerous, make use of that time. Don't make wrong excuses. And being aware about the preciousness of time, practice, and do the things on the right time. So be aware, be mindful about your laziness too. Number 4, wandering mind. So when the mind is wandering, be aware and take the initial steps to come out of it. Number 5, doubt. Be aware when you have a doubt and take the initial steps, as I taught on the March. So for the new materials, I ask forgiveness because this is not the proper time to teach it in details. But if you go to the YouTube, and if you can look at our YouTube channel and look at the March versions, then you can find all those details. So be aware about the doubt that you have, and then work hard to come out of it. So either find a good friend that can help you, and either listen to someone that can dispel your doubt, and move on. Keep on going. Don't make it an obstacle. Practice hard, because you are doing this for yourself. This is the right mindfulness. And then, very important, all the understanding that you develop by being mindful about you have to apply it on the other people too. The other people also behave according to their own negativities too. So let's say you understand about your impermanence and apply it to the other people too. Not only you are impermanent, the other people are impermanent too. So not only you are uncomfortable when you get angry, the other people get become uncomfortable too. Like that, always, whatever the understanding that you develop about you, apply it to the other people. This method, this is another method of mindfulness. In Buddha's teaching, this is the method of ajjhatta, about reflecting on yourself, and bahitta, reflecting on the other people. This is the mindfulness in brief. This is the right mindfulness, not the mindfulness that we practice by shooting the innocent animals. No, that's not the Buddha's teaching, and that is a misuse of Buddha's teaching. So, please, I hope everybody understood what is right mindfulness, and hope all of you develop them. First of all, for your own benefit, then for all the other people's benefit. And practicing it, may all of you attain real peace, real happiness, Nibbana. So now let's share all the positive energy with each and everybody. During this pandemic time, may all of you be able to stay very safe, very comfortable, and may no harm come to you, and may your family members also be safe, practicing the Dhamma. May all of us attain supreme bliss of peace, Nibbana. To get the blessings, everyone join your palms together and please concentrate. Abhivadana silisse nityang vada pachainu Chattaru tamma vadanti ayuvang no sukhang balang ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti me vache atho nibbana sampatti iminati samijjato. May you all be well. May you all be happy. May you all be very, very peaceful. Very, very peaceful. Good night to everyone. Good night to everyone.
Thank you, Bante. Good night.
Good night, Mrs. Pragati. Good night, Rahul.
Thank you.
Good night, Mr. Fuad.
Good night,
Good night,
Bante.
Diane.
Thank you, sir.
Good night, Bante.
Good night. Good night, Sonal. Good night, Mr. Tim.
Good night, Bante.
Good night,
Good night,
Bante.
Jaime.
So good to see you again.
Oh, so good to see you. Thank you for joining. Good night, Mr. Frank.
Good night, Bante.
Good night. Good night, Jantrendra Rajamami.
Night, Tiruan Sarnai.
Tiruan Sannenni. Tihara, good night.
Tiruan Sarnai Hambro.
Tiruan Sanne Tihara. Good night, Mrs. Liz. Good night, Mrs. Liz. Right. Good night to everyone.
Good night, Bante.
Good night, Mr. Juan.